G'day mate, I'm currently standing in my garage with a very conveniently placed board behind me. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be doing a series of basic to intermediate instructional videos. So a little bit of a narrative. When I was trying to learn my first 360 or my first back roll, I used to just troll the internet for pretty much just hours on end trying to find stuff that I could sort of wrap my head around. And I'll probably say if you are trying to figure something out, my biggest bit of advice to you would be go and watch multiple versions of that tutorial, because when I was having a look at one, most of the time I could pick up little pieces from each one, but I never found one video where the whole thing just resonated with me. Most of the time it was, oh yep, so that one makes sense for the takeoff, or this next video I'd watch, oh yep, so that one makes sense for the rotation, and then when it comes to the physics of it or the landing, that might be a completely different thing, or that might just be based on my own sort of feelings from trying it and probably trying it and failing, but then still getting to a point where I can actually visualize it. Anyway, you'll notice that I'm holding a stick. It's very threatening, but I don't have a rope with me at the moment. It is buried in a boat somewhere, so this stick, it'll have to do. So first of all, today's lesson is about going wake to wake. Okay, so starting out. So I'm regular, so that's left foot forward. And what you want to do is, most of the time I'll start just off the wake on the right hand side. So if you're looking at the boat, you're on the right hand side of the wake. Get that handle, put it down by your hips, because this is actually, it's a minor thing, but it's actually quite important. So put that handle down on your hip, and all you're going to do is you're going to lean out and you're going to basically just look in the direction that you're going and basically cut out maybe about 10-15 feet out from the side of the wake. Once you get there, the key thing that you need to do is you need to wait, because often people will cut out, they'll get to a point where the board flattens out and then they turn around and they go too quickly. And if you go too quickly, then the line tension will do all sorts of funny things. A lot of the time you'll see the pros or experts, they'll drop one hand. Okay? The reason why you drop a hand is because you're just sort of waiting for the line tension to sort of sort itself out. And you'll know it's probably more of a feeling as opposed to anything that you can see from the boat. You'll know that when you cut out and you wait, and you take one hand off and you sort of coast there or cruise, you have this feeling when you pretty much know it's ready to sort of head back and attack the wake. Often a good idea is to look back at the wake, you're sort of eyeing it up and you're sort of psyching yourself into it and you're going, right, you're mine. Anyway, so you get to that point. Once you're ready to put that hand back onto the handle, you want to do what's called a progressive cut. So you're not going to go and load the line completely and send it for a rayleigh. You're just going to basically cruise. So you're going to go slow to fast. You want to be building momentum and you want to be going at your quickest when you're at that base and top of the wake. So 2 hands back on the handle. You want to turn slowly, glide back, and you're going to lean against the rope. And you're going to have the handle pretty much just out in front of you. Notice I'll always have my hands together like this. There's a reason for that, and I'll explain that later when it comes to 360. But for the purposes of this, you sort of go, lean against the rope, building your speed as you're getting closer to the wake, and then you want to sort of just crouch down a little bit. You're not going to go into your full-on, bend down, but basically, if you just bend the knees a little bit and just get that sort of pressure onto your legs, when you come to the base of the wake, you're almost just going to stand up. And the key thing here is you're going to have the handle right by your body. It's not going to leave, okay? Because if you let it out, or if you drop a hand, sometimes you can do that, but if you get out of shape, then you're going to get out of shape when you get into the air. So lean back, handle close to your hips, okay? Crouch down, and then you're just going to pop, and you want to almost use your chest to sort of spring up. Okay. Another common mistake is that people will sort of bend at the waist, and what will happen there is you're going to lose a lot of your power, you're going to lose your shape, you're not going to be able to keep your sort of form when you're in midair, and you're just going to be pretty much going off axis and it's going to end in tears. When you start to get to a point where you're coming down from your pop, you're going to absorb it by bending your knees. Sometimes you can take your hand off, you don't really have to. I find it better if you have both of your hands on the handle and you're just going to absorb it and ride away. So for a quick recap, so you cutting out on your toes, keeping that handle close to your hip, because if you got it close to your hip, then you've got power and you can get out to a certain point. Stop, coast, and wait. Drop that handle if you want to let the line tension sort itself out. Turn slowly and you build your edge and go close to the wake. That's when you should be going at your fastest, okay? But not at a speed that's going to be dangerous or out of control. When you're at the base of the wake, you just want to spring, so bend down, pop, chest up, and then spot your landing, absorb it with your knees. Hopefully you should be good to go. So good luck with that, and I will see you in the next tutorial pretty soon.